go there, you get there, you're a wagon. You're a wagon.
All right, caller, thank you very much. Again, it's his democratic right, right? So let's listen to Pastor Rodney for the last time this morning, of course, saying that he's doing it for the people of Dominica. Let's listen. Pastor Rodney.
Ladies and gentlemen, after prayerful reflection, thoughtful consultation, and honest searching of my convictions, I have made a decision. One that I believe is not about ambition, but about assignment. Not about position, but about purpose. And that decision is that I offer myself for political office. Because I believe our nation needs leadership rooted in servanthood and guided by a genuine mandate to lift people. From the very beginning, I've understood leadership to be a call to serve. True leadership is not built on titles, applause, or personal elevation. It is built on sacrifice, accountability, and a willingness to labor where others may overlook. Quite honestly, I have seen the struggles of our communities. I have listened to the concerns of our youth, our families, our workers, our elders. And ladies and gentlemen, I cannot simply observe. I can't simply watch from the side when I know that I have the capacity, the compassion, and the conviction to make a difference. So this decision is not made lightly. It is one born out of a burden to see justice strengthened, opportunities expanded, and unity restored. In other words, we have to stop as a nation fighting each other, biting each other, simply because we have differences of opinions. Differences of opinions should never lead us into a fight, but we are fighting because there are forces and spirits that are propelling that fight and reducing the productivity of our nation. I'm stepping forward because I believe our nation is standing at a crossroads. We are facing challenges that require not just policy makers, but servant leaders, not just representatives, but individuals who understand the moral weight of stewardship. So, ladies and gentlemen, my assignment, my mandate is simple. It's to serve with integrity, to lead with transparency, and to champion the well-being of every citizen, regardless of class, community, religion, or background. Certainly, I'm not perfect, and I do not promise perfection. I promise presence. I promise to listen, and I promise to act. And you ask how I plan to do that. Well, I have decided to do that through the ages of the United Workers' Party. And why the United Workers' Party? Because I believe in the motto of the party. People come first. People before party. People before things. People before self-aggrandizement. Why United Workers' Party? Because I believe that the constitution of the party affords one the maintenance of rules and practices which intend to keep leaders honest and accountable. The constitution of the United Workers' Party does not allow for a dictatorial leader to remain in office for any length of time because they are answerable to the people. In a democracy, ladies and gentlemen, the leaders must be accountable and answerable to the people. We are living at a time where it is quite apparent that our leader is not answerable to anybody but himself. Not even our ministers and our parliamentary representatives seems to be accountable to the people. It is United Workers' Party because the level and the standard of discourse and the balance between the people, their talent, their skill, and the exercise of integrity and honesty is what attracted me there. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rodney. And like I said, this is a decision out of a burden to see the lives of people change and change for the better, so that there is a reduction in nepotism and cronyism, that we get to the place where the bread and butter issues of the average Dominican person is addressed, not fooled by promising them some money or even a house that they don't own, but that their interests are taken into consideration seriously, so that every person and every family can build a future for themselves and their family, as it used to happen in days and years gone by. We have seen almost 2 decades of impoverishment, of calculated decisions to take bread away from people, of calculated decisions to ensure that most of the money of the state is either in the pockets of a few in Dominica or mostly in the pockets of some outside of Dominica. I give myself for service in that regard, and I look forward to working with every one of you for the good of the lovely Commonwealth of Dominica. I look forward to the Delegates Conference next Sunday, and I'm hopeful that the people of Dominica, the delegates of the United Workers' Party, will think again and elect leadership with a servant heart, with a compassion, and with a